Three.
Let's go, boys. Good ball.
The Bulls play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live for you right here from Chicago. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And, of course, Terrence Ross. He's a guy that will be sorely missed.
And his fans, teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all that he's brought to the table. But I like what the trade does for them. I bet it helps them right off the bat, not to mention in the long term.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Sabonis is out there with Isaac. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Young, and it's Fall in at the 5 spot. Now here's Powell. Pass to Young. Over Irving. Shot's good from Young.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Irving kicks to Davis. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. And so it's Young who brings it up for Vancouver. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And he makes that one.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Now here's Irving. Lets the 3 fly. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Young. Powell finds Isaac. Inside. Here's Sabonis. Shot clock at 5. Over Aldridge. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Shot's good from Young.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Nobody near Irving. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Young for 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Greg, they just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
And even 3-on-3 break. Powell, no one around him. That's in coming off the assist from Young.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Now here's Valanciunas. Defense is right there and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way. He got burned for it.
Now here is Young. He has 6. Here's Isaac. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
It's good. And that's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
And here's Young. From deep 3-point three-point range, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. At the end of one, a closely contested game. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Kyrie Irving is out there with Davis. Then it's Josh Richardson, and it's Valanciunas in at the center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Richardson. Misses off the right iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Isaac. No good with the triple. Outside Irving. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Powell finds Isaac. Young outside, takes a 3, hits the three-point bomb. Young's got 9.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Irving passes to Aldridge. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Irving against Young. Shot from free throw range, and that one's good. Irving. He's got 14.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
It'll be Vancouver with their first time out of the game here. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Powell. So it's the Grizzlies now, trailing by 2. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. There were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. For the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league who believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West has strengthened, there's no doubt, DA. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you. Now, here's Irving. 16 points for him. Davis has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Young outside. 1:21 left in the second quarter. Back to Isaac. 6 to shoot. But they get it back. Sabonis kicks to Powell. The 3. No good there. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Here's Irving. Count it. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls. And so it's Young who brings it up for Vancouver. Passes to Sabonis. Pass to Isaac. Irving against Young. Over Irving. Shots good from Young. Young's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You can't do anything about that. Even when Young is under pressure, he just finds a way to score.
Aldridge. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, a good shot blocker who competes hard on defense. Defenders better think twice before trying Valanciunas.
Now Richardson from deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Basket. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 18 points and 1 assist. He's got... Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Fall. Norman Powell is out there with Young. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Isaac in its small forward. Now, here is Young, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Over Richardson. It's deflected. Pass to Valanciunas. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Here's Aldridge. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Isaac with the steal. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. On the top of the key. And he overshot that one, missing.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Knocked loose. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop. And it's Davis with the jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Powell. There's the pass to Young. That 3 off the mark.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
To the paint, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Impressed with his decision-making in these sets. Isaac knows where to roll to after setting that screen.
No good from Irving. Vancouver trails by 6. Powell inside. He's guarded by Davis. Powell, the pass to Young. Irving with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Irving kicks to Valanciunas. In the corner, it's Richardson. Aldridge trying to break free. And there's Richardson on the assist from Valanciunas.
You can tell Valanciunas has really been working on his passing. Nice dime right there.
Young passes to Fall. Here's Powell. Now, here's Sabonis. He's guarded by Davis. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Irving against Young. Irving dishes to Valanciunas. Davis kicks to Irving. Rejected by Young.
And you can tell he wants to improve on the defensive end. Young, great to see him come up with the rejection.
Clock at 4. Here's Irving. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And now an 11-point Chicago lead.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Young from outside, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Scoreless quarter for him. I mean, you can see by his body language that he's getting discouraged.
Now here's Irving. He's got 20. From deep three-point range, that shot misses. And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Davis is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Richardson in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Pass to Valanciunas. The 17-footer. The Grizzlies pull it in. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Powell, the pass to Young. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, just exceptional focus on these hard finishes. Young welcomes getting physical on the way up.
The Bulls leading by 6. Irving with it from the line. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Young taking his time here. Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Davis against Powell. Bounce pass, Davis. Here's Aldridge, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. Young outside. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The Bulls leading by 6. Right side Davis. Outside Irving. Shoots over Isaac. And it's Irving missing.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Fall passes to Young. Count that one. Young's got 20.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Irving for 3. Vancouver pulls it in. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Young.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Oh, yeah, they still got work to do. What a job they've done to get back into this one.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on Jim Boylan's huddle. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. really is fired up about this game.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Young.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
It would be a shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook. Got to keep the pressure on.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Isaac, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
I like seeing this aggressiveness from Isaac, utilizing his amazing length to his advantage to get to the line. And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Young against Irving. Fires from 14. That one rolling around and rims out. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Fall. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And he recovers it. It counts. Timeout called the Grizzlies. They're behind by 3. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
Now, here is Young. Over Richardson. Young's shot is off. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, Irving came into this league as a terrific three-point shooter, and I think he's only getting better with age if he can. With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. They're trailing by 5. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Time is of the essence. Basket and a foul, that's got to be the game plan.
They get it back. Here's Isaac. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. From deep. Off target. So the Bulls win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah,